Thank you, Magoo. Now we proceed with the third round. Ang susunod naman natin will be the 25th overall pick, the PBA Draft Season 49. Making the selection, the Converge Fiber Xers.
For the next pick, Converge Fiber select Ronan Santos.
Ronan Santos is the first pick of the third round. At mapupunta siya sa Converge Fiber Xers Santos. Another Pampangueño heading to Converge.
At 6'6", etong si Ronan Santos, one of the remaining big men in that pool.
Yes, from the Arellano school, and he had a lot of experience in the D-League and also with the MPBL, average 4.1 points per game on a 42% shooting from the field. And he is 6'6", Dr. J, and we talked about that. Importante yun na meron kang strong rotation dun sa post players mo dahil you know that Justin Arana will play majority of the minutes. Now with Justin Baltazar, alam din natin na maglalaro yan ng mahaba. What do you need? A player who you can utilize in practice situations para lang ma-situate kung saan ka in terms of your strength at para masanay din sa laban yung mga starters mo.
Another homegrown player para sa Converge Fiber Xers. We know sino naman ang mga kanilang from the roots that they come from. But they're obviously looking for a lot of big men and they need a lot of help. They need to put a lot of players into their lineup from last year. And maybe they probably will sign up whoever they try to pick all the way up here to the third round.
Up next, Blackwater will be picking. Let's send it back over to John.
You're right, Blackwater na nga. Susunod na pipili with the second pick ng ating third round.
Pick number 2, Blackwater Bossing selects DJ Mitchell.
DJ Mitchell, the 26th overall pick, second in the third round of the PBA Draft Season 49.
Standing just a shade under 6 feet, DJ Mitchell selected here by Blackwater. He's just 24 years old, went to the University of Hertford, and has already played in the MPBL.
Shooter. I mean, you cannot leave him wide open. He has tremendous confidence even shooting from deep in transition. He knows his craft, he knows his strength, and shooting is obviously up there. You need that in order to up your scoring output. That has been a problem for Coach Jeffrey Carriazo because when they are relegated to be a half-court offensive team, nahihirapan sila sa kanilang mga options. So you need a knockdown shooter just to help your offense and get to a desirable number.
Well, it's also nice to have a healthy player, you know, because they have been really plagued by injuries. You know, they have some good players there, but they've always been plagued by injuries. And like you mentioned, they really need a good shooter to be consistent para naman matuloy yung kanilang mga pinaplano sa mga plays nila.
So yun nga po, no? That is the second pick of the third round. Back to the natural order na tayo, no? The third round now. So it was Converged in Blackwater. Terrafirma will be up next, followed by Phoenix, NorthPort, and NLEX. Tapos yung TNT will be picking for the first time today. This is the third round at number 7 of the third. I think Bedi is ready.
All right, the Blackwater Bossing. You are headed there, DJ Mitchell. Congratulations. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what you could bring to the table now that you are in the PBA.
Yeah, so I think that I'll bring my shooting ability. I think that's, I'm able to shoot at a high clip, and I'm kind of sneaky athletic, so we'll see how that goes in the PBA. But I'm excited.
I'm sure you had a mentor, you know, leading up to this PBA draft who really helped you hone your skills. Would you mind telling us who that is, and who do you dedicate this achievement to?
I dedicate this to my family, and my parents. You know, my parents are actually here, and my younger sister. They've been here this entire journey. I'm so very thankful for them. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to you, DJ. And speaking of loved ones, Apple, I'm sure you know somebody there.
Yes, DJ's mom, Monica, is with us. And Monica, we know that DJ suffered a rather serious back injury last year. You've seen it all his road to recovery and just trying to get better. What can you say about the patience and the hard work he put in, and now you get a chance to cheer for him in the PBA?
He is very dedicated, and I think whenever the situation gets rough, he just buckles down, does what he has to do, and he will persevere. So we're really excited to be here.
Monica, DJ is listening. Any message?
I think you know Brian and Lily wanted to be here, but all of us, Grandma, Grandpa, we're all so proud of you.
We appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Now, Judd, who is going to be the next pick?
A journey that has taken the Mitchell family across the world and home in Manila. Incredible. Now, making our next pick, the third in the third round, is the Terrafirma Jeep.
The Terrafirma Jeep selects Peter Alfaro.
Peter Alfaro, another next generation talent in the PBA coming out of the San Beda University program.
The 25-year-old out of Zamboanga City getting a chance now with the Terrafirma Jeep.
He was a champion with Sambeda last year. Backup point guard, can play two guard, and definitely had very high expectations coming out of college. Very popular player with the campus people of the Red Lions. He's a tough player, but he's not consistent. He can score, and he can really push the ball up very quickly. He's a tough defender, but something that he has to really improve on is his consistency. I've watched him for a long time. He's okay. He's not a bad player.
So etong si Alfaro nga will have his opportunity now with Terrafirma. And coming up next, picking next, will be the Phoenix Super LPG Field Masters. Hindi lang first time mapipibay, nakapag-PBA on tour na to si Alfaro last year.
Tama yan, pero yung nabanggit din ni Dr. J, ibang klase rin kasi yung kumpiyansa pagpasok mo sa PBA na galing ka sa kampyonato. And that is what this guy can bring to his new team. Yun bang winning tradition, the winning character, and the winning pedigree.
Eto si Jat, definitely winner.
With the second pick of this team, in this entire draft, the fourth pick of the third round will be made by the Phoenix Fuel Masters.
With the fourth pick of the third round, the Phoenix Fuel Masters select CJ Payawal.
CJ Payawal heading to the Phoenix Fuel Masters as the fourth pick of the third round of PBA Draft Season 49.
Almost 6'4" and height, galing sa Illinois in the USA. Nakapagpakita naman to locally sa UE.
Tama yan. We saw him playing in the UAAP. He also had good numbers when he played for in the MPBL. Almost 11 points per ball game and close to 50% from the field. And not only that, he also grabbed 6.1 rebounds. He is tall. He is someone that you can depend on, especially from the outside. He plays the shooting guard position. Sometimes he can also do a lot of damage playing the small forward spot. So itong si Payawal has to earn his slot here in this team, itong Phoenix. And you know what is required in order to crack a roster spot under Coach Jamaica rin. Kailangan two-way player ka. Hindi ka lang pwedeng opensa. Kailangan marunong ka rin dumipensa.
Let's see if he can become the third Calvin in the PBA this coming season.
He's a tough player. He showed his wares with you in the last few years. Definitely a good player, a guy that can score. Sometimes people have a tendency to take him for granted, but he has come up big for their team the last few years, and definitely a good help. Magandang tulong niya. Kasama nila Villegas yan. And he was really a guy that they relied on coming off the bench.
I think ready na ang NorthPort with Judd.
With the fifth pick of the third round, ito ng pang 29th overall pick natin, it will be the NorthPort Batang Pier.
NorthPort Batang Pier select AJ Miranda.
With a strong supporting crowd, AJ Miranda out of JRU goes to the NorthPort Batang Pier.
NorthPort going with this heavy bomber. Almost 6 feet tonight. Shooting guard ang natural position niya. Might have to play a low point.
Oh yes, and what I like about this guy is not scared to take shots. 13.4 points per game while playing for his college team at even in the NPBL. Malaki rin yung kanyang kumpiyansa pagdating sa kanyang mga outside shooting. Only at 6 feet, he has to play majority of his minutes playing the point guard spot, and that is where he can make a huge difference.
Marami siyang fans, ha, partner.
Yun na nga eh. Naghiyawan
Jose
dito.
Rizal, JRU, Heavy Bombers.
First guy out of JRU for this season at least. Alam naman natin, marami na naging alamat. Most notably, Berhel Meneses, di ba? And I do believe, ready na ang next pick. It'll be number 6 of the third round, 30th overall, NLEX ang pipili. Take it away, Jat.
Here we go now as we proceed with draft. Halfway through the third round, ang NLEX handa nang mag-announce.
Hello? Hello? 30th pick, NLEX select Cyrus Torres.
For their 6th pick in the third round, NLEX choosing Cyrus Torres out of FEU, out of Santo Tomas, Pampanga, a 6-foot guard.
Averaged 12 points in the PBA D-League in 2020. And sa UF nga, season 86, 9.3 points, 3.6 boards, and an assist per outing. Cyrus Torres getting an opportunity here, Doc J.
Shooting guard yan, 3-point shooter yan, no? He's been with FEU for a long time. You know, didn't really have a very good season because he was injured. There was a time there when they were making a big comeback, missed a couple of games, but they had very high hopes from him from the very start. He never accomplished the hopes that they had for him, but hopefully he can be able to come in and break in a spot in the PBA. He is a 3-point shooter. He can make shots.
And a stamp of approval for your name to be mentioned by Berto Bolic. That means you are going to be a recipient of a lot of assist passes from Bolic. And you can see exactly how the offense will emanate with Coach Jong with Chico running their ball screen offense. Bolic with a screen by Ramirez. Somebody helps out. Torres will be open from a jumper from the deep corner. That is probably what Coach Jong, a 9-time PBA champion, is envisioning here with this pick of Cyrus Torres.
And finally, for the first time this Sunday dito sa loob ng Glorieta Activity Center, makakapili ng TNT.
Yes, we're about to hear from TNT as they make the 7th pick in the third round. We call on the TNT Tropang Giga.
Okay na. TNT Tropang Giga select Jalen Brown. Ay, Jared Brown pala, Jared Brown.
RR Pagoy announcing it. Jared Brown going to the TNT Tropang Giga as the 31st overall pick of the PBA draft, season 49.
Pambira naman si Roger Ray, nawala yung moment.
Medyo late kasi dumating yan eh.
Napagalitan katuloy ni Dr. J. But TNT with her first pick of the day, first pick for this particular draft, going with Brown.
He's a point guard partner. He has a terrific outside shot. Started off the season for the Blue Eagles very slowly, but then began to pick up. Film yan, you know. And definitely pinakita niya that he can score, especially from three-point territory. He can also get to the basket, but doesn't do it enough because he has a tendency to pass off when he's close to the basket rather than trying to finish strong at the basket. But he can be a big help because you can see that there was marked improvement from his early games. and as it went along, he became better and better. So he took that leap to the PBA, and he might get a chance with TNT, who certainly may use him because they only have one. That's the first pick, no?
Up next will be Rain or Shine. Judd.
Ito nga, ang Rain or Shine will be making the 8th pick and the 3rd round, their 6th pick in this entire draft. Let's send it over to Rain or Shine.
Rain or Shine selects Darwish Bederi.
Darwish Bederi. We saw him in the PBA 3x3. Ngayon, going to Rain or Shine as the 8th pick of the 3rd round.
Hindi lang si Coach RG, pati si Jat nararamdaman mo yung ngiti sa pagbanggit sa kanyang kapwa taga-UP.
Tama yan. At isang malaking manlalaro na naman itong si Bederi, 6'5". He is 30 years old, a lot of experience tucked under his belt. They used to play and studied in the University of the Philippines. And another life buddy. Yun din ang ini-expect natin dito in Coach Hengyao. Happy as he shook the hand of his draftee.
At ang importante dun, sabi mo nga, wide body na naman si Coach Cheng, yun na sinasabi. After their semi-final run last season, he just needs mga ilan pang malalaking manlalaro to be able to compete on that stage.
And go ahead, Dr.
Konting pieces na lamang. That's all I want to say.
Pero mahihirapan, of course,
With the 9th pick of the 8th round of PBA Draft Season 49, let's send it over to Magnolia.
The Magnolia Chickens and Bladders Hotshots select Romulo Berjay.
Romulo Berjay out of Ateneo. Ngayon mapupunta sa Magnolia Chicken Templadas Hotshots.
Rizal Atenista rin naman. Etong si Romulo Victor Estrada Berjay. He has been measured at 6'4" and has played in the MPBL as well.
Yes, inaasahan ni Coach Chito Victorero that this guy can provide a lot of hustle and also shooting. If there is one thing that they badly need, and it's part of the offense of Coach Chito, yung floor spacer sa kanyang kupunan. At inaasahan niya, aside from that floor spacing, is also a guy who can mix it up inside on both ends. He can score inside the paint and can also defend. So at 6'4", itong player na to, if he cracks a basketball roster spot, makakatulong din ito para sa Magnolia.
Yeah, looking for size rin talaga si Coach Chito because that's been his problem. He has that 1-2-3 combination that's really good. But they've been locking up and down when you talk about the 4 and the 5s.
So Romulo Berjay will get an opportunity to mix it up with the hot shots. Abangan na lang natin if he can crack the lineup. Jut?
Now we proceed with the next pick. This is the 10th pick of the 3rd round. Ang pipili naman ngayon, Barangay Ginebra.
Barangay Ginebra San Miguel selects Paul Aaron Garcia.
Paul Aaron Garcia, bagong residente ng barangay, as he goes to Ginebra as the 10th pick of the 3rd round.
Dr. J, Paul Garcia to Ginebra.
He's a point guard that came to the Ateneo Blue Eagles 2 years ago. They were hoping. He had great statistics in the States, but never performed into the level that was needed of him. He can shoot. Yeah, he's actually a 2, but he's undersized. He can play the point too now, but definitely he can shoot. You know, he's really got to improve to continue to take that spot because it's not easy. He has a lot to learn, especially when it comes to the pro ranks. It's not that quick. Also has to improve his defense, but you know, they're looking for young players, and who knows, maybe team can develop him.
So tignan natin if he can crack that lineup. Alam naman natin si Coach Tim will be working all of his rookies out and trying to find the best fit as we push towards the opening of the 49th season come mid-August. Exciting times for the PBA, Coach Reggie.
Oh, definitely. After that last conference, a victory of Meralco Bolts, biglang yung parity ng liga. Nakita natin na mas may anticipation at gumaganda yung takbo. Now, with the new players coming in, makikita din natin na magkukumpit na rin yung mga ibang kupunan.
Speaking of Meralco, I believe they are ready with the next pick.
Next up is the 35th overall pick of this draft, 11th in the third round. Choosing for this one, the Meralco Bolts.
The Meralco Bolts select John Paul Maguliano.
JP Maguliano will be heading to the Meralco Bolts as the 11th pick of the third round.
The proud son of Cabagan Isabela played out of the Emilio Aguinaldo College in the NCAA. Maguliano now headed over to Meralco.
He averaged 7.9 points per game on a 43% shooting clip from the field, and also was able to grab 3.4 rebounds in a stint with the MPBL. And he looks like a tough nut to crack, especially with his build. So yun ang inaasahan itong Meralco, makakapag-provide ng energy itong si Maguliano.
Yeah, legitimate 6'4" yan. Nakikita mo na nung medyo lumapit kay Raymond Almasan. No? So, yung mga ganyan, mga diamond in the rough,
Yes.
na, baka may mapulot tayo ng ganyan. Especially, obviously, maganda na rin ang lineup ng Meralco, but they might be letting some of their other players go. So, new ones will always certainly help.
Up next for only the second time this afternoon, ang San Miguel Beermen ang pipili dito sa PBA Draft Season 49. And hindi pa yata ready. San Miguel will be picking last in the third round. Second overall pick na lang nila.
San Miguel is still packed. Alam natin kung gaano kalalim itong kupunan ni Coach George Galantes. And kung meron man mga role players lang ang kanilang kinakailangan.
John?
Oo nga, ready na dito ang San Miguel to close out the third round with the 36th overall pick. Let's send it over to the Beermen.
The San Miguel Beermen choose Abdul Saad.
Abdul Saad, out of UE, produkto ng Davao de Oro, now heading to the San Miguel Beermen.
Gotta love it. Standing close to 6'3", Abdul Saad. Hearing his name be called here inside the Glorieta Activity Center for the PBA Draft.
Gustong-gusto ko itong player na ito. He had a very good season with UE the last outing. Medyo talagang out of nowhere. Talagang very consistent itong player. He rebounds well. He knows how to use screens, comes up with big shots. I really told actually one of our producers na I thought that this guy would go pretty high because I like his potential. But let's see if San Miguel can keep him there and then let him grow with the other players.
Averaged close to 11 points, 4 rebounds, and more than 2 assists per game in his last stint in the UAAP. Sawat will get an opportunity here with Coach George and the rest of San Miguel. And that'll do it for the third round.